Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinkerer. How y'all doing tonight? Starting a stream today. We are way behind on Blitz. There's only 21 hours left, and I haven't really blitzed. So I'm gonna blitz a little tonight and bullshit with people, cause hey, I can. How you doing, buddy? Trying to take it easy tonight. I might go in here and read up on the blogs and stuff. I haven't done the last couple of blogs, so I know there's things coming. X23 is going to the war store. Go figure. The one that everybody's going to want. They're going to be the hardest one to get. Could have been something like Domino, who's already in like an orb, and put her in something like where we can actually attain her quickly. Would have been nice, but I get you want to put the harder people in the war store. You know, Sinister's there. People like that. Just make it difficult to obtain. It's been a while since I've come up with a good challenge too. So I mean, I've not been doing a whole lot of PvP because I don't know. I just like chilling sometimes. But I was really gonna just sit back and watch Supernatural with my wife earlier. Just thinking, crack open some cold beers, watch some Supernatural. I'm not caught up on. She's a super fan. I'm like, it's a good show, but I'd missed a whole bunch of them. So I've been trying to binge watch a little bit and get caught back up since it's the final season. I've got to say that Daredevil Counter Strike is growing a lot more fond for me. I think it's just really powerful. Get my drink turned around backwards. See if I can fix that while I'm sitting here real quick. There we go. That's when you feel stupid, you've got the drink turned one way, you pick it up by the handle to take a big swig of it, and well, the opening's on the other side. Doesn't really do you any good. All right. Before I get started, let me go try to get my son in bed where he needs to be at. I'll be right with you. Okay, well, I'm back. Sorry about that. I love my son to death, but he is 4 and has decided that it's time for him to test everything. Bedtimes, nap times, play times, lunchtime. He's not behaving like he should right now. But anyway, I digress. How's everybody doing today? What's everybody into? I'll go in here and work on these raids real quick. Go in here and hit this J2 slap. I'm going to smack through it. I'm kind of just trying to wait till the midnight time frame here so I can do my Dark Dimensions 3 get killed really quick scenario. All right. Who all else is on tonight? Just you and me, Bobby? Seems like it. Is the volume up good for you guys? Can you hear it well? Yeah, we just lost a kind of disheartening war, so nobody's running a super great mood. It was really close. We'd come up, we were trying to win. We got to like 1,407 points, and then they busted through with like 1,415. They might have got another couple of points right at the very, very end. I don't know. They were in the middle of attacks while stuff was going on. It was really close. We were just down a couple of attacks, just a few small attacks. I mean, it really is kind of negligible. One of my friends in like Swole, I mean, he's on here a lot. He said, the difference between win and loss points was kind of nullified, so it wasn't so much a huge jump to win if you lost. I mean, they probably did that because of this the pit of hell people were getting into, where if they get to the top end of the gaming, you're going up against like Pants of Hulk, Legion of Cabal, Wakanda, Fuck You. So it's just, it is what it is. You kept getting thrown up against those people. You were always losing. So you're always getting a deficit of points, and they were always getting an abundance. So they kind of balance that out. So I get that. So it's not it's not as harmful. It's just one of those competitive spirits, one of those nature things where it's like, hey, I wanted to win, and we were so close, and it was right there, but we had spent everything we could spend, man. We didn't have a lot of extra to throw into a war effort. We're not really a pay-to-play group. Most of us are free-to-play players. I mean, we do spend a little here and there, but we don't have just countless untold amounts of money sitting around. We're just trying to make the bills get paid, so we keep lights and internet and stuff like that on. I need to find some rich sponsors. That's what I need. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I need to actually start getting on more often. It's just been difficult. The work week gets you. Getting home, trying to be a good dad, watching cartoons, TV with my boy, playing a little here and there. Normally just getting home and, truthfully, honestly, just falling asleep because I'm tired from being at work all day. I haven't felt like I've had energy at all lately. Which sucks because my son's 4 and he's got an abundance of energy. These guys aren't falling down as fast as they normally do. I think maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure what, but something wrong. My wife's playing some PS4 in there. I wonder what she's playing. Oh, Call of Duty Warzone, Modern Warfare, huh? I bet she's going to be killing some people on that tonight.
Yeah, last time I played, I was like on top of the leaderboard with Deagle kills.
She said she was killing some people with them deagles. that's my 3 energy I can run there. Let me go in here and kill a node. I've got all of 19 energy, so I can get 1 node, maybe 2 by the time this is done. We'll see. The energy just builds up. I mean, I know you get a grand total of like 10 energy through a whole run, but I mean, it just seems like it is so slow. And part of it's because our timing is not. I mean, we're not like a super alliance, so we don't. Everybody hops on at the start of the raid time and does 5 energy, and then like 6 hours or 10 hours later, however long it takes to build up the full 5 energy, everybody hops on again and does another 5 energy, and then it's over, and they're done within 12 to 16 hours, and then they just sit around and let their energy build back up to start again. Yeah, we're not that organized. And I'm going to say, for the most part, 90 something percent of alliances, 98% of alliances aren't that built. I mean, they don't have that. That's a lot like when I used to play WoW. You'd get on at a certain time, you'd run your raid for 2 to 3 hours. Wherever you got to stop at with that raid, you stopped there. The next night you'd hop back on. You'd have all your gear and everything prepped and ready to go. You'd go into your raid again, and you'd start from where you left off and continue till you finished it out. We did everything in a 2-day block. But these top 10 alliances, I'm sure they're on a set schedule. It's like we start at 8, you're on at 8, you run your 5 energy. It takes 2.5 hours to get your 10 energy back or whatever it is to do another one. So 10 hours later, 11 hours, 12 hours, whatever it is from where you start, you hop back on at 8 again in the morning and you run another 5, and by then you're done. So 12 hours pretty much to finish out raids. And then you just buy the next few that you need to finish it off, and then sit back and let your energy build back up. I'm assuming that's how they probably get through super quickly. Alright. Anyway, I've tasked myself, so I need to make some notes here. I know I've got a notebook here somewhere. Well, I know there's one of mine somewhere in there. Just not sure where. It's been overtaken. There's my little notebook underneath all the other stuff. Alright. So, this is what I'm going to do. I've told myself that I really want to push some damage factor, because I've noticed at the current level I am setting at, where we're going up with our alliances and we're doing all these crazy things, right? When we go into war, I'm sitting at 7.2 million, and I think I'm a pretty strong guy, but I've not focused a lot on specific key, what's the word I'm looking for? Not very specific key elements in my raids. So I'm going to show you my team, or my setup here. These guys are pretty good. I'm comfortable with my Marauders being there. I'm fine with that. So I'm making little notes here. Yes, I'm still old school. I use pen and paper. So 450k Marauders is pretty good. I'm not sure about Night Nurse as the best component for this. I'll probably end up putting Vision in place of her. But I definitely need to upgrade my Hawkeye. This one's still a 300k team. If anybody has a good suggestion to replace Night Nurse, please put it down in the comments below. Just put it up there so that I know what's going on. I can see some good ideas. My mercenaries aren't too bad. They're 305k. But now we're running into teams that everybody's got like 350 or 400k defenses. And I know I'm not there. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to take my offenses up first. But I still want to get my defenses, all of them, over the 200k mark. Well, they're all right at 200k. Some of them need still a little bit more work. Okay, so that's my defensive build-ups. So I really need to probably focus on building up Hydra and my Sinister Six, especially with the new Doc Ock coming into play. Try to get them to around the 250k mark and then push my shield up to over 300k. Those are the three that I need to work on the most. And figure out a true Wave 1 Avengers instead of Night Nurse. Even though she does pretty good in there, I definitely need to build Hawkeye up. So let me make a little note of that. Work Hawkeye. He dies so fast, and he's really the only damage I've got in this build-up right here. So I need to figure something else out for that. But when I go and I start checking offensive units, right? My offensive units are just, they are not super strong. We'll click Blitz. It'll have my teams set up when I go in here. Alright, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I've got symbiotes. They're at 392,000. My Phoenix Men. Right at 356,000. Well, we told you to go to bed, son. No, don't come in here. What'd you do? Did you hurt your toe? Oh. Well, sit there and watch Mama Pew Pew if you want to sit there and watch Mama Pew Pew. Now, I've just got the basic defenders at 350k. I know a lot of people are taking out Daredevil for Ultron or Luke Cage for Ultron. and making that into a team. My Ultron is 64,000. So I mean, I don't think it would change much, really. I mean, so it would stay effectively right here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see a big need to write anything else down like that. So, I mean, a lot of these are hitting the 300K mark. And that's not bad. Hey, Jace, be quiet or you're going to have to go to bed. So I'm trying to get it to where I'm going to have 8 perfect attacks. And I don't see me having that. I mean, I have a lot of different attacks. But the 8 symbiotes, Phoenix Men, Defenders, Black Order, Inhumans, Brotherhood 2.0, X-Force, Aimtron, and FF. That gives me 9 total. Now, that should be decent enough to start with, right? That's what I'm thinking. And it still gives me a couple of teams like Supernatural and old school Captain Marvel brawlers here to fill in. Okay, so I'm going to push these teams up just a little bit because those are the ones that I want to be able to focus on. Those top 9 to where I can get at least 40 points around. But some of them are definitely low, like my Fantastic Four, my Aimtron, my X-Force. You know, none of them over the 300K mark. So those are the teams that I'm going to select right now to try and push up. And I think if I can focus those 3 teams down, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. The other teams are over the 300K mark. Some of them still definitely need tweaked, but I can selectively target, so I don't have to always hit a 400K team. I mean, I'm having to do that a lot to where I'm still burning through 2 teams, but I have a couple of extra teams to spare. And I still get the job done. But I think if I focus on those 3 weaker ones, like X-Force, Aimtron, and FF, I'll have a lot better offensive capability and be able to actually do more. So right now I've got X-Force here. I'm going to put them all in my... which one should I actually do? I think what I will do is I will work my X-Force up and focus on Aimtron next. I think, because I know X-Force is really good against mercenaries, and that will give me a spare spot to take my Black Order against Black Order, my Phoenix Men against Asgardians. So setting teams that I know these guys will go up against well should be good, and it'll get me my kills that I'm wanting. You know, if everybody focuses on teams that are good for kills, then they should be okay. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to push this anyway. Plus, with the upcoming event for Doc Octopus, having them higher up shouldn't be a bad thing. It'll help get through those nodes. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back. I'm going to set up my roster here so that I know. Don't get me wrong, some of these are important for me to T14 out. Some of them not so much. They're just characters that I know I eventually want to T14 out. Invisible Woman is up on that list. Some of these I'm doing for nodes. Some of them I was just doing to do. So let's clear this out. Okay, X23 stays. Yo-Yo, Invisible Woman. I'll keep Strife there because I do want to boost him up. He's the weak link in my Marauders. But they're still 450k, so I can just divulge time to him when I feel like it. Okay. So, now let's see what we can do about getting our X-Force up here. I think I'm going to focus X-Force. I want to focus my X-Force team. She's already up there. Okay, so we're going to focus the X-Force team, and I think I'm going to push the FF because I don't really use Aimtron very much, but I might use Ultron out of it with somebody. So instead of doing Aimtron, let's change that around and we will do Fantastic Four. We're going to add these guys into my loved listing. That way I can focus on upgrading only their gear and have them up in the top ranks. Yes, I have the capability of getting Doc Ock. I won't be able to get him 6-starred. If I look over here at X-Force, my Deadpool's at 7 stars, Cable's at 7 stars, X23's at 5 with a 6th, if I ever get her 6 to 6 red stars, Negasonics at 6 stars, Domino's at 5. So I need 17 more to get her up there to a 6-star capability. Like if I just went and solely looked at X-Force.
Go to bed, Joyce.
What do you need me for, son? What do you need me for? Huh? No, you've got to go to bed. 1 minute, guys. I've got to put my son back to bed. Sorry about that, guys. My son is, like I said, he's 4 and always trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Counterproductive with me. He just always testy. Very, very testy. Like, he didn't really want to go to bed and he didn't want to take a bath, so we just kind of punished him and said, we're going to put you to bed. It's 10 o'clock at night. You were supposed to be in bed about 9:30. So he's just wanting to stay awake, do his thing. Typical 4-year-old. But yeah. These guys right here, I'm hoping to get picked up right now. Domino is just weak because she doesn't have a lot of red stars. There's not really much I can do about that. Unless they pop up in the shop and then I'll add a red star to her or whatever. But 17 more to get her up to a 6 would be amazing. Then if I could get X23 up to 6, I would be just like, ooh. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to try to focus on upgrading these people. I really need to get them up a little bit more. Just, I keep running out of training material. The training material grind is real for me, because I've spread myself so thin on so many different teams, and I've created a lot of good teams, but I'm running into they're not great teams, and I'm at the stage where I need to start having the great teams where you just focus solely on one team until it's like max capacity T14 out and you can do no wrong with it. At that point, it just becomes who has the bigger red stars. How are you doing today, Caesar?
I hit him with like 5 different headshots and I didn't kill him and he killed me with 2 shots.
Let's see here. What do I want to stock a little bit up on? I know I'll need those, so I'll just keep buying them. It's good to see. Good to see that, man. Just chilling myself, trying to relax, unwind. Emma is... I want to say God tier, but I think she might be like demigod tier, depending, because she is definitely better in some groups than others, but she's definitely a God tier player. Just got asked the question, do I want Maw T14 for DD3? Yes. Yes, you do. Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Minnie, and Symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage. So, I mean, if you get Phoenix and Colossus, they can run you through the first, 8 nodes. It will take forever, but they can run you through the first 8 nodes. If you get Ebony Maw and Minerva and Black Bolt, or somebody else that's a big damage dealer that's quicker than Black Bolt, life drains, Black Bolt's big pop. He is a slower character, Black Bolt is, so I mean, but he's one of the best damagers in the game. So for the first 8 nodes, you can have any of them, but if you get Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, Ebony Maw, Colossus, and Phoenix as 5 built up, that'll take you a long way through it all. So I was passing that on to my friend that if you build Phoenix, Colossus, Ebony Maw, Black Bolt, Mini, Symbiote, Spider-Man, and Carnage, you can get through Dark Dimensions 3. It will take you a long time because you only have like 2 in each section. 3 in the Cosmic, but only Black Bolt's really dealing a lot of damage. The other ones are just keeping you alive and, putting an offense down so that they don't kill you super quickly. But, they're super good. Those are ones that I would definitely put on my Please T14 me list. And my symbiotes are really good. I'm happy with my symbiotes. There they are. So, a few short red stars, and I don't have a 7-star symbiote Spider-Man, but they're pretty good. They're all T14'd, so it's over 300k, I think, for all of it. It's 180, 193. I'm a little under 300k on the symbiotes.
I'll let you have that fight.
If I could get a 7th star on Spider-Man here, it would probably be good. And I need to upgrade my star content, my red star content on Venom and Carnage. But I haven't quite beat Dark Dimensions 3 yet. They are really good in PvP. I had started teaming them up with like Maul and Mini. And it seems to be pretty good too. Let me see. What am I away? I've got a lot of T14s. I'll go ahead and show you guys because I'm not really doing anything important right now. And I like to show off because I've been playing for a while. So, I might as well, right? We'll go with the gear tier. Alright, we'll get out of the loved here, but let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 17, 22. I have 22 T14s right now. And I'm 1 away from Captain Marvel, 1 away from Star-Lord, and 2 away from Rocket Raccoon. So, it could go either way, I'll probably go ahead and do Captain Marvel, just have an extra Cosmic. The gold expenditure in some of these, these guys are already level 75, so really it's just about gear for these. Then after that, really the only 75s I've got are the other city guys here. Well, what I'm hoping to do is go ahead and T14 a couple of these as I finish out my second run through DD3. And then whatever I get from the DD3 completion, I'll probably build up Ultimus and then set on everything else. It's taken a lot of funds to get to these. This is one that I think is going to be pretty good, and I'm only 7 of these away, but I've spent my run for the day. It's not like I have unlimited resources. I wish I did. I'm like an hour away from being able to go back through and get those. Or if you guys want to, you can donate money. I will accept gladly. Y'all tell me the best way to set up a donation system here, and if you want to donate to purchase my stuff for me so I can just soup up my team till I'm like ungodly levels, I will let you. I have no problem with it. Not one bit. I am not above asking. Donate money so I can waste it on a game. So, there you go. You want to give me money? I'll spend it on the game. I will spend it on my utilities, my internet, upgrading gaming stuff here, like different computers, stuff like that, and purchasing in-game items. so far I've done everything out of my own pocket, so it's been a little rough. But I mean, I got new lighting, I got double screens, I've got a pretty decent computer, some nice setup kicking in here, a little bit of LED stuff going, but a green screen. Bought a green screen, so we're doing pretty good. Got some cameras set up. I mean, I think we're okay.
I got that last year.
Yeah, we have a whole room in our Discord, just our Alliance Discord, that's set up for T4s. You know, so uh, that's what I'm saying there. You can check that out. But there's some extra notes for people there. Well, you can hoard what you want right now, Caesar. I mean, I think after you run DD3, you'll end up spending it to finish filling out. The first one will be spent to finish filling out teams that you really want to get up there. The second run will be spent, you might dedicate some of the stuff as you go through it, like what you earn as you're going through it, to finish filling out key factors that you want to T14. And then at that point, just a few select characters that you maybe really like and you want to have T14. And then after that, just hold it. I mean, you're going to be able to get insanely better things. You're going to have Doctor Doom coming in, DD4. So stuff like that's going to be what you want to save it for. Plus, there's going to be new materials, and there's also going to be ISO 8. So be ready for there to be a large cash flow influx for their gaming stuff. That's what they're going to want. They're going to be able to start selling ISO 8. They've sold all this other stuff for so long, they're going to want to do ISO 8. It just is what it is. See if I got that extra. Oh, I've got that extra energy. I can do one more node. But yeah, if there's any questions or if y'all want to do some PvP for just a few minutes, I'll probably do this till like 12, and then after that I'm probably going to shut down because my son is acting a fool. He's having a good time, but he's acting a fool for this late at night. Might go in here and see if I can start upgrading some FF. get rid of this Kingpin. I don't like Kingpin. Everybody's like, well, the Kingpin's not that good of a character. And overall, you are right. The Kingpin is not a great character. The effects he brings to the table, though, are definitely great effects. It's sort of like the Merc Lieutenant isn't the greatest character on the planet, but when synced up with a good team, he adds a lot to it. There are a few characters throughout this game that have just been able to be splashed pretty much everywhere. Vision, Scarlet Witch sometimes, Kingpin. They all just kind of throw them in there. If you don't have a fourth, throw that one in because he adds some taunters and a defense up, an offense up effect. I believe that's what he adds. So, I mean, he's really good for a hack character. So let me scroll down here. I'll read through him. I found that he's good enough to use, but he's not good enough to invest a lot in. At the start of each villain ally's turn, a 20% chance for an ally to gain team attack for that turn. So, I mean, a plus 5% chance for an ally assist. So, I mean, he starts out with 5. So, he's a 25% chance to get an extra team member to attack. Here's a defense up to all allies and offense up to 5 allies. 20% chance for assist from allies. Twice as likely to select a villain or merc for assist. So, combined with his passive, you're looking at a bonus 10% right here. So 30% plus that 25%. 55% chance to gain an assist. Twice as likely if it's a villain or mercenary. So, if you max this out and you max the other one out, you're pretty much going to get an assist attack every time. So, and the defense up and offense up. So, it's good. I don't know why people wouldn't want to do that. So, if you do this one, you might get a third bodyguard. You know, batter is about the worst thing he's got on him. Everything else is decent. I mean, he doesn't attack well. He's just like a big meat block sitting there. But, I mean, he's giving assist attacks to mercs and all that stuff. So, I mean, he has pretty good stuff. Or not just mercs, villains, too. So, I mean, if you put him on a good villain team, he has potential. What other orb did I get? You know what's really got me flustered? I'm like one shard away from getting swarmed to 5 stars. So, you know, like, it's pretty cool. After doing all that event, I'm thinking, man, I'll get one more orb. I'm 3 away. I'm hoping I get 3 in it. And I got 2. So I'm 1 short from getting him to a 5-star. Not that I see Swarm being super huge. But really, 129 of 130. They couldn't give me the 1 extra shard. They're just like, no, algorithmically, we're going to stop right there. You'll have to spend some money to get that extra 1 shard. So, I guess he'll be a little short. Let's go over and we'll check on some Fantastic Four. Because none of them are built really high. I mean, So I really need to work on some of these gear-wise. Advanced phosphates. Come on, advanced phosphates. Give me some advanced phosphates. Think I'll get any advanced phosphates? I bet I don't. I bet I won't get one. Do you know why? Because they have an algorithm. Ooh, now see, that's nice, but it's the defensive ones that like very rarely get used. No advanced phosphates. You know, I believe they do have all this stuff set up to where when you need like 5 of something, it's going to take you like 20 times of running it and 3 refreshes each day to get the last 5 of them you need. You know? It's like I need 4. And spent energy all day, did all this stuff, and just not going to get them. So, like I said, still, I'm just waiting, 50 something minutes until I can all start again. Maybe I can get the 4 to upgrade him. That's rough. I think they all need about the same stuff. Yep, they all need the advanced phosphates. Yep. So that's going to be a rough road right there to get them done. But we'll get it done. We'll get it taken care of. Yep. So my Fantastic Four aren't going to go anywhere right now. Let's check on some other stuff. You start working some of these guys up a little bit if you can. We're going to try to get X-Force up a little bit higher than what it was too. It's my 2 goals. X-Force and Fantastic Four. Well, let's go over here and... Oh, that's 20 a pop. I don't like spinning them when they're 20. Wow, these are all 20 shot nodes. For the ABCs. That's crazy. Note, I only need 4, but I'm only getting 1, and I'm having to spend 20 a pop. Three short. Nope, looks like we're staying 3 short. 1 short. 1 short. one short. So we'll get back in here and we'll work on her a little bit again later. Man, it's been a quiet night. I did want to try some of this other stuff they've got out here, though. I mean, they've done this, so I want to try it. I'm going to test it. We're going to try this Battlegrounds. Now, I haven't tried it yet. I've been kind of skeptical about getting in there and trying it. I'm not sure whether it's super useful or not. I do like PvP. I do like to PvP with you guys. So let me open up these little things here, and then we'll go test it out and see what happens with it. There should be upcoming specialty stuff from it. Maybe to get different materials or ISO 8 materials later on. I don't know. But we're going to find out. By the way, how's everybody building up their Baron Zemo? Y'all like the Baron Zemo? I've heard he's pretty beefy. Versus battle match. We're going to go in here. We're going to do a match find and we're going to test this out. We're going to see what this is. We'll see who he bans. We're going to take this guy. Hello, Mr. Sinister. Let's see what we get going here. Thanos and Cole, huh? Alright. We're going to try Symbiote Spider-Man in this mix. We'll see who he finally picks. And then I'm going to just start exiting some people from the matchup. Depending on who he gets rid of will be who I pull from here. So he didn't want me to have Sinister, huh? I don't want him having Thanos. There we go. Now we'll see who he puts in and we'll just work our way from there. Alright. Now I know Zemo's really fast. I've not really played a lot against Zemo, so I'm hoping he's not super overpowered. But I bet between Zemo and Red Skull being on the same team together, it's going to be a really weird experience. So this is kind of weird. I mean, before you had to always log in, have somebody added to your friends list to compete against them. Now I can just verse people from wherever. It feels to me like, have any of you ever played Magic the Gathering Arena? Where you can just log in and just at any point in time, there's a match waiting for you. That does have its upsides, but now how do you contact this person? How do you talk to them? How do you tell them good game? That you don't have an open chat system with them. So it's pretty much like, it feels like you're fighting an AI bot all the time. But it's not bad. It does find you a quick match. So, hey, it's pretty good. Payday event will be happening soon, guys. Did you see that right there? Merc Mayhem, get you some bonus mercs. Payday's coming. Well, let's check. Let's see here. If you go in here and you check it out, you want to check the rewards. Ranking rewards. He's going to need 55, so he needs to be in the top 2 to 3%. I mean, I haven't paid attention to the last few, so I don't know what they're going at right now. But to get in that top 2 to 3% before, you were looking at 14 to 20 million. We'll go battle some here. We'll see what happens. I haven't finished these out. He says he's around 2 million. I'll play a little while until I can do my DD3 runs and do my dailies again. And then I'll probably get off here and we'll go watch some Supernatural. This is the one thing I just haven't done a lot. I know Baron Zemo is really good.
I won my first battle against the person.
Oh, you won your first PvP battle? That was my wife. She's been, she re-put on Pokemon Go on her phone. And they've updated everything because of the quarantine so that you can kind of pretty much just sit at home and play and catch all kinds of cool stuff. So she's enjoying it a lot, and she just said she did a first PvP battle, and she won. So congratulations to her. Who is your all's favorite PvP team? Like, if you just sit down and you're like, this is my it factor PvP team, who would it be? I hate Spider-Man. He dodges way too much. But only when I go against him. Mine will not dodge anything for anything. He gets hit with the slightest breeze and he falls over dead. But yeah, I really haven't kept too many tabs on blitzing. Once I started doing the whole blitz bots things where people were getting like 90 million blitzing, and I'm like, there's no way a person is doing that. There's just no way. I don't care how mathematically inclined you are. You would have to be literally awake 24 hours a day for at least the 3-day run. So 72 hours of consciousness to be on to catch every time you could potentially run something and have a direct system set up to where you can burn through stuff, maybe buy more to keep burning through again. I just don't see that being a plausibility. So now that I've set myself a goal to get Fantastic Four and X-Force to about 400k by the end of the month, that's my next push. By the way, guys, I will show you that I did what I said I was going to do in my video, guys. I'm going to keep putting this up here for a little bit. I did take my Black Panther up, guys. I had posted that in a video earlier. So here's proof right here. You can screenshot it and be like, hey, this is Sith Pool's, he put his money where his mouth was. I said I'd focus on him. He'd be the next T-14. I did, and he was. And then after that, I did like the Juggernaut and stuff like that. But yeah, he deserved it. You know, took me about a week or so, maybe a week and a half to get him up there, but I did. So shot him up to 75, T-14 him out. So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I figured they were still going to do the same thing that they did in the comic books and make sure he take over the mantle of Black Panther in the books, so that there was a female Black Panther for a while. And you know, hey, I envision them going that route in the movies. I foresee it as being something that they will just pretty much transition to. So expect Shuri to be the next Black Panther. But now, let's see here. My favorite PvP team right now still has got to be the Black Order, man. They're dominant. They can kill things 100K more than them without batting an eye at it. They're just super dominant. And the stronger Black Order team gets, the more dominant they get. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, just look at all those hits. I mean, they're overpowered. The only problem that they have currently is that even though they can wipe out teams, they can't stand up to some teams as well. Like they can obliterate teams and let you move up real fast in arena. But if you have them set as your defense, they are not going to hold up well, and you'll move up, but then you get knocked back down real quick. There's like Phoenix, Ultron, Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Thanos builds that are just wreaking havoc. We may cover some news today. I didn't really read the news. I know a lot of people are putting out some crazy videos nowadays, so I've been kind of trying to find a niche, and I don't know if this is the one that's good for me. I mean, I just don't know. I don't seem to be getting advancement really, so it's just kind of like I'm left struggling around. I don't know. But I mean, look at that. They didn't break a sweat. I mean, they just blow up, blow up, blow up. Okay, we're done. Okay, right there's their damage. So they're left with 3 tanks. Only one of them deals a lot of damage. So this is going to go relatively quickly. Well, that went quick. But I mean, that's probably my favorite team. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go try to put my son back in bed again, and I'll be right back. Sorry for that interruption. I am back. Now let's go in here and we'll keep continuing on. I was excited the other day, by the way, guys. I pulled a 6 red star for Crystal here. So I'm like, dang. I just have to make sure she gets to 6 red stars. I got that Sonic Ice in there now, guys. Little Sonic Ice in my Coca-Cola. This is another team that I've really thought about trying to upgrade. I don't know, man. The gold investment in this is just absolutely insane. I mean, they do have potential. That's a lot of gold to sink into leveling up Blob and the Toad. But Brotherhood 2.0 is a really dynamic team. It's me dancing. Oh, the Blob does this funny shake on here. It's hilarious. Sorry, I was telling my wife that does look a lot like me dancing. It just jiggles everywhere. The jiggle physics is astronomical. The jiggle physics are astronomical. Let's see here. Getting closer to time for y'all to be able to see me go back into DD3 and lose. Oh my, I will lose bad. DD3 just seems, I don't know. Even though I beat it once and I went back in, because I've dreaded it. I'm like, man, it's going to be just as hard the second time through because nothing's going to change. Still the same team you've got going into it. So it still takes you forever.
You had me buy that stuff, and you haven't even had one.
Well, because I was going to watch Supernatural and drink it, but I figured I'd wait till after this and do it. I'm just waiting until after I can do my Dark Dimensions 3 run. My wife went out and she bought me some Sam Adams Oktoberfest stuff. I'm not a huge beer drinker, but I've been watching some Supernatural, and they always have a nice cold beer, and they're chilling. And I was thinking, I'll chill with my wife tonight and have a nice cold beer and watch some Supernatural. So that will be my later move after I get off of here with you guys. But just in case y'all do like to drink beer, I like the Sam Adams Oktoberfest and Boston Lager. Those are my faves. Now, I don't drink beer very often, but those are my faves. My favorite thing that I do enjoy drinking is like whiskey sours, so Gentleman Jack and Sour Mix or Disaronno and Sour. Those are my favorite drinks, in case anybody really cares, which most people probably don't. But, I mean, shoot, my wife and I drink, like, I don't know, once every 3 months maybe we'll have a couple of cold beers. I think after I cross that threshold here, get all of the basic awards for this Zemo run, I'll go and I'll read up on some of the news, hit up one of those blogs, and just open up a discussion with it here. I feel like that's always a good thing. People miss out on a lot of stuff. He's not going to mind you. You're going to have to actually get up and put him in bed. See, I think my Fantastic Four defensively is fine with my Sue Storm. Offensively, my Thing is really powerful, but my Human Torch is weak. So I feel like if I upgrade my Human Torch to kind of balance with my Thing, it'll be a lot better damaging factor team. So that's one thing I want to try to push. I haven't even really thought about Namor because, I mean, his functionality with them is pretty good about clearing off stuff in war, but, I mean, other than that, it's just, I don't think it really does much. I don't know. So let's get this last thing done here and we'll see what happens. I might read the news or I might be able to just go right into Dark Dimension 3. Yeah, I've got a T-14 Ghost Rider. He's pretty freaking amazing. And there we go, Supernatural. I think this will probably get us over that limit. There we go. Alright, so we've got a few minutes. So what I'll do is I'll go back here. New blog. We'll go check this out real quick. Alright, this is the new blog. The Doctor will see you. Dr. Octopus is mobilizing his Sinister Six cohorts for 2 upcoming events that offer you the opportunity for a big score. And when you're done paying tribute to the Sinister Six mastermind, we've got an exciting, like how they use X, addition to the War Store, an electric blitz, and another lucrative mission for your mercenaries. Now head down to the next section immediately. Boss's orders. Alright, so Sinister Assembly is something that's going to be coming, apparently. Join the meeting of the evil minds of this September and earn big rewards in the Sinister Assembly event. Pilfer purple and orange gear along with Elite 5 credits. So that's nice, Elite 5 credits. Gold and more as you pay tribute to the Sinister Six's leader. Here's what the Sinister Six has in store for you. Okay, so Doctor's Order milestones. Earn Sinister credits from daily objectives, spend campaign energy and blitz, and verse battle matchups. Launch via the event section. Then use this special currency to open assembly orbs in the store for orange, purple, and blue gear rewards. Okay, so right here, where it's got the spending campaign energy, if you all can afford it, there was a couple of those energy bundles that are like $14.99 up to $24.99, but it gives you like 2,000 extra campaign energy. That might be something to hit and then hold on to for the campaign energy blitz. Hunting Grounds milestones. Duke it out against other commanders in versus battle to score points and earn Sinister credits in a daily milestone. Verse battle matches must be launched from the events section to score points. So you have to click the events and then do the little match thing that I just did earlier, where it pairs you against somebody and then boom, you win. It just says asked to be launched. It doesn't say you have to win. It just says you have to play it. So you can probably get on all day long and just knock out extra points. We'll see if they hold to that or if it has to be a win. But right now it doesn't say it has to be a win. Just duke out against other commanders in versus battles. A login calendar. Continue logging on every day for 14 days to earn Sinister credits, Mega Orb fragments, campaign energy, Gold Orb fragments, and gear. Bonus events. Raining gold. So they're probably going to pop up one of those days when they have the blue gear and the red gear, or red star orbs and the premium orbs events. they'll probably put that up 2 times gold campaign node stuff. Energy overload. Receive 240 campaign energy instead of normal 120 when you refresh. So stockpiling some cores, stockpiling some campaign energy seems to be like a good thing to do for some of these. Catalyst Cataclysm. 3 times the basic catalyst from campaign nodes. Okay, so that's what the Sinister 6 stuff's going to have to get you those Sinister credits. Oop, too far. Surgical Strike is next. Add the 8 armed expertise of Dr. Octopus in his upcoming legendary event, Surgical Strike. Now that Doom has seized controls of Nexus Earth, Strike will require the services of this tentacled intellectual. Join Dr. Octopus as he leads the elite Black Ops team, X-Force, on a mission to cripple Doom's supply line. To assist in this high-stakes mission, you'll need 5 X-Force members at 5 stars, including new recruits Domino, X-23, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. You don't want to miss this event with Dr. Octopus at the helm. The Sinister Six transform into a dominant force capable of crushing enemies on the battlefield. Okay, well, so Surgical Strike is how you're going to get Doc Ock. War Store update. Putting the finishing touches on your X-Force team with X-23 character shards available soon in the War Store. So I'm assuming next Tuesday when they do a little mini update, she will be available. It just says coming soon. I haven't seen her in there yet. I don't know an exact date. So, just be prepared. She'll be in there soon. Claw your way to this brutal brawler's character shards and join the mission for Doc Ock. So, your war wins are really important right now because you're going to need war credits to buy her. Upcoming blitzes. Charge up your roster with this week's shocking blitzes. Leading off the festivities is your community poll winner, the Psychotic Blitz, where you can wreak absolute havoc in the name of Carnage. Character shards. Bolting into Blitz next is the Sinister Six newest blaster, Electro. Now I couldn't purchase Electro, so I'm gonna have to blitz for Electro. Probably one of the few blitzes that you will actually see me go hard at. Most of these other characters, I don't really care. I've got them 7-starred. The only thing I worry about is getting red stars. And if you have to get in the top 1% or 1 to 2% to get a 4 red star, something like your top 100 to get a 4 red star. And most of them I already have 4 red stars on that are of significance to me. Most of these blitzes are negligible for me, but this Electro one, I will probably have to go pretty hard on it. Be sure to light up as many of her shards as you can and recruit Electro. Raining Gold is coming. Strike it rich with 2 times gold rewards. Full Force. Make sure your X-Force team is in tip-top shape for the upcoming Dr. Octopus Legendary events with Full Force. For a limited time, earn double X-Force character shards in these campaign nodes. So, 2 times nothing is still going to be nothing. I don't like these kinds of events, the Full Force, where it's earned double the X-Force character shards. Well, cool. I go in and I hit them up and get nothing, and then I'll refresh and I'll get nothing. And, before I know it, I've spent 200 to 300 energy and maybe get 2 shards. And in this case, the 2 shards would be 4 shards. So the 300 energy I'll spend is not going to really be worth it. But I will still do it because I'm stupid and I mindlessly, dumbly just follow that sentiment. Oh, 2 times. Yeah. And half the time I only get like 4 shards. Merc Mayhem and Payday. I think the Merc Mayhem event is going on tomorrow. Payday happens in a couple of days. So that'll be good. That'll give me a lot of gold right there. I've done all of the events in Payday, and they're all 3-starred, so it's an easy 800k gold for me 3 times, so 2.4 million gold. That'll be good. So the Merc Mayhem gets you bonuses on Korath, Merc Lieutenant, Merc Sniper, and Bullseye. So that's all they have for the last blog. And in essence, they're saying, hey, there's going to be some high-stakes events, surgical strikes coming to get Doc Ock. They're going to have a couple of blitzes right before he hits. So he'll be coming at I think the last week in September. He was slotted to be here. So let's get out of here. We'll go and do DD3 real quick. Maybe hit up a couple of these Sunday events. Maybe if it loads up. It's slow right now, but we'll see.
Okay, no, no.
All right. New day. So let's start knocking out some of these real quick, and then we'll hit DD3. Now, I do have 3 red stars on Electro. I just have no Electro. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we get into up in here. All right. My predominant team has been... Oop, wrong one. Has been this right here. This has gotten me a pretty good chunk of damage each turn. Now, it's not necessarily that I'm winning. I'm just doing a lot of damage without kills, and then they heal right back up, and I have to redo the damage again. Shuri on the field is devastating in this node. This is node 7, I think. And it has been cumbersome, to say the least. I am going to take Psylocke because she's a mutant and I can bonus off of that. Storm might have been a better pick, but I like the counterattacks too. Why don't you turn on the heat if you're getting cold? You can turn on the heat, boo. Yeah, we're internally. I know some people probably like in California where it's like 100 degrees, but here at night it's been getting down in the 60s, so it's been a little chilly. Getting a few quick kills in here. Working on it slowly. We're going to see if this helps any. Probably should have put Black Panther in place of Sabretooth because I've got Shuri in this group. But right now I have enough for 2 global teams. So it's pretty cool. I'm definitely needing to try to get rid of Iron Fist before you get like double or triple Iron Fists up in here. I definitely don't want to have that. And that's how quickly it goes. So that's my 2-team run for the day. Let's clear this out. Well, I can only heal 1. Let's see if I can get 1 special off and hopefully decrease their life by just a little. And then after this, it will be on to some Supernatural with the wife. His constant heal is going to be annoying. Okay, but he's down in the yellow, so maybe tomorrow night I can finish him off. Anyway, thanks for you guys watching. I hope you enjoy the late night chill streams on Saturday nights. I've been cutting them short because, well, it's kind of quiet. There's not a lot going on. I will start trying to do a little bit more with the PvP again soon. It's just been kind of one of those things where we're just, trying to explore, trying to do some new things, trying to check in on some cool alternate things going on, trying to get extra shards up here. I know this next batch is going to get saved for Dr. Octopus when he hits. So my future red stars will be saved for Doc Ock. And in the meantime, I just wanted to let you all know. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching. If you do watch, thank you for being a part of the Tinkerer crew. There is a Patreon link if you do want to support this channel. I promise you it will be spent only for stuff that pertains to keeping me running, you know. Mortgage, gotta have a place to do this, electricity, in-game stuff, or upgrades for computer video editing software, stuff like that. Predominantly, I would like to use it just to do in-game stuff, but I mean, those things would be things that I would spend money on if you all sent me money. I just want to be honest and upfront with you all about that. You don't have to support me via Patreon. I'm not going to beg for money. I know money's tight for people right now. And when you ask for it, it always feels kind of bad on my end. I don't really want to ask for money, but things cost. And help is appreciated. So if y'all do decide to support me via Patreon, thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, but the best way to help me out right now is just share my channel, share the views, give me a thumbs up, you know, let me know you're liking the stuff that we're putting out, or give me a thumbs down, give me a reason why you don't like what I'm putting out. Could be I'm boring, could be I'm just not worth it. You know, sometimes that gets in my mind too. But if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. Let me know people are here watching. Click the bell icon so when I do post these videos up, do the live streaming stuff, y'all see it, you know that it's there, and you can actually hop on and watch and join in and talk to me. I'm here Saturday nights. I normally start my live stream around 10:30 at night because my son's hopefully in bed by then. And I'll stay up till I feel, you know, either nobody's watching or we're not going to get anything else accomplished. But thank you all for the support. I do appreciate it. I will try to get back on and do more actual Mad Tinkerer gaming videos about things of importance. Maybe even things not of importance. But I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being supportive. And I'll catch you later. I hope you all have a rest of a good weekend. Stay safe. Out.